Urgent, G-Men fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Big Blue news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Analyst believes one QB prospect could be high upside option for Giants. The New York Giants have had an interesting offseason and have temporarily solved their quarterback woes by signing veterans Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. But that's not enough to satisfy most fans who are still looking for the next young QB to get excited about. This team still needs a long-term franchise quarterback in the worst way, and one analyst believes that one prospect could be a high upside option for the Giants in the upcoming draft. Greg Giannotti of Boomer and Geo said Monday morning that Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe could be a strong, high-upside option for the Giants. He shouldn't have come out. He's not ready to play. He can sit there. He can learn. And if you watch Jalen Milroe, his highlights are mesmerizing. Giannotti compared Milroe to Anthony Richardson, but mentioned that the problem with Richardson is that he was thrown straight into the fire as a day-one starter, which clearly hasn't gone too well for him and the Indianapolis Colts. Selecting Milroe and letting him marinate for a year or two would be a strong investment in the future, and he'd benefit from having two accomplished veterans to learn from in Wilson and Winston. Milroe threw 16 touchdowns and 11 interceptions this past season with a career-high 2,844 passing yards, while adding 726 yards and 20 more touchdowns on the ground. The Giants are likely targeting Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter with the third overall pick, but Milroe could certainly be in play in the second round with pick number 34. New York could also trade back up into the latter part of the first round to take Milroe and lock in a fifth year of eligibility on his rookie contract. There are plenty of options in play, but the bottom line is that this team still needs a high-upside young quarterback, and Milroe fits the bill. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Big Blue news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Former Giants backup finds new home when the New York Giants signed Jameis Winston to a 2-year deal in March. The odds of quarterback Drew Lock returning for a second stint in East Rutherford seemed slim. When they added Russell Wilson to the quarterback room days later, those chances quickly diminished. Lock hit free agency the same man he entered it a year prior, a volatile backup with plenty of arm talent and starting experience. After the dust of the quarterback carousel settled, he found his new home. The former Giants backup signed with one of his old teams, the Seattle Seahawks, in free agency, per Jordan Schultz. The details of his contract aren't yet clear. Lock will return to the second string, backing up Sam Darnold and option New York. Didn't seem interested in, but Seattle felt was worth $100 million. Has a decent fit in offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak's offense, can help stretch the field if need be, and has the experience of a young quarterback with high expectations to share with Darnold. Among the Seahawks faithful, Lock is a legend. Before the Philadelphia Eagles crash-landed in 2023, they were a force in the NFC and threatened to knock Seattle out of the playoffs. Lock, playing for an injured Geno Smith, was trailing 17-13 with under 2 minutes remaining. On the final play of a 10-snap, all-pass drive, Lock found receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba in the end zone for perhaps the most impressive play of their collective careers. He saved the season, and while the Seahawks ultimately missed the playoffs, Lock had made his mark. Pressed into action, he rose to the occasion and earned himself another opportunity. That opportunity came in East Rutherford. Once again, Lock flashed, temporarily showcasing the special traits that earned him fans in the 2019 NFL Draft. In New York, though, he'll go down as a villain. Lock is the quarterback that cost the Giants the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, and the rights to Miami passer Cam Ward. For one Sunday in December, Lock looked like the best quarterback in football. He completed 17 of 23 passes for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns. He added a score on the ground and beat the Indianapolis Colts 45-33. It was the best game of Lock's career, and a portion of the fan base will never forgive him for it. Perhaps the third pick will pan out for the Giants and exceed whoever the Tennessee Titans take first. Maybe that will be enough to earn him his good graces. If it's any consolation, he won't have to face New York's fans in 2025, as the Seahawks do not play. The Giants. Giants are meeting with interesting QB prospect. Today you are here. Home sports NFL Giants are meeting with interesting QB prospect. Today Giants are meeting with interesting QB prospect. Today, April 14, 2025, by Ernesto Kovaikov. Leave a comment, follow. Us photo by Mike Stobe Getty. Images, latest videos. The New York Giants were in the market for multiple veteran quarterbacks in the offseason. They wanted Matthew Stafford before eventually signing Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. Now they might look to add a rookie to that room. According to a report by Fox Sports insider Jordan Schultz, they will host Syracuse QB Kyle McCord on Tuesday. McCord is one of the most intriguing quarterback prospects in this underwhelming class, and his tape is quite interesting. He transferred to Syracuse after 3 years with the Ohio State Buckeyes, and he's currently projected to be taken on day 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft. Over his 4 years in college, he made 37 appearances and completed 661 of 998 pass attempts for 8,155 yards, 61 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions. He led the Big Ten Conference in yards gained per pass attempt and yards gained per completion in his final season with the Buckeyes. McCord was even more impressive in his lone year with the Orangemen. He led FBS in attempts 592, completions 391, passing yards 4,779, and yards per game 306.7. 6, while also setting a new FBS low-end program history with just 12 interceptions. The Giants were tied to Shedeur Sanders for most of the pre-draft process, even dating back to last season. They can take him with the number 3 pick if the Tennessee Titans and Cleveland Browns pass on him. However, if they decide to go in a different direction, McCord should be available further down in the draft, as he's expected to go after Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, and Tyler Show. And now, G-Men fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Big Blue. I'll be back any moment with more Big Blue news. Jets, 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 let's go Giants.